All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. This is a quick hit I wanted to do while brothers are at camp. Just going into the transformation of the elect, man. Okay, let me go ahead and get this in 1 John in the 2nd chapter. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on, it might be a 3rd chapter, Salaki. Okay, yeah. 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. It says, Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be. Okay, now what is this talking about? This is talking about the transformation of the elect from the carnal bodies to the spiritual bodies. And the reason why we, go over a lot of the same topics is because you're always going to have people that are having these questions, and they, might have heard it broken down once or twice, but, you need to continue to explain it, okay? And eventually it's going to click. So Lord willing, this is edifying. All right. 1 John 3 and 2, it says, Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. All right. Now, how is Yahushua right now? Let's go ahead and get it. In Romans chapter 1. Revelation chapter 1. Okay. It's Revelation chapter 1. And let's see here. We'll start at, let's see. You know what? I'll just start at verse 12. This is Revelation 1 and 12. It says, And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, talking about Yahushua, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So even the clothes that we wear in the kingdom, okay, it's not going to be the clothes that we wear now. This mixed fabrics, these Americanized, westernized, I should say, outfits that we put on. We're going to go back to our heritage when it comes to, the garments that we wear. Okay, it says, and his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. Okay, going into how the Lord had indignation in his heart towards those that transgressed against Israel. Okay, it says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in the furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So even the brothers that are light skinned, quote unquote light skin, or pale skin, okay, we're gonna get that melanin back, man. Okay, we're gonna get that dark skin tone back in the kingdom. Okay, now it says, and in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun. This is the point right here. And his countenance was as the sun, as the sun shineth in his strength. Okay, now your countenance is your demeanor, your face, if you will, that you make. When people see your face, they're seeing your countenance. Whatever moods or emotion that you're exuding, that's your countenance. Now it says his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength, meaning that he looked at it at the face of Yahushua, John the Revelator, and saw the austerity and saw the sincerity of truth that was in his face. Okay, and it says in verse 17, and when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. Okay, because pretty much we're not going to be able, nobody going to be able to light a candle at Yahushua, man. Okay, especially Yahushua, but the same for us, man. The heathen that don't have those pure bodies, man. Okay, they're not going to be able to even really look at us, in the face without trembling, man. Okay, because that's what John the Revelator did. Okay, it says, Salaki, I had a little interruption. So it says in verse 17, And he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, fear not, for I am the first and the last. Talking about, he's saying he's the son of the man. So he didn't have no, John the Revelator didn't have nothing to fear, because he is one of his sheep, one of Yahushua's sheep. All right, now let's go back to 1 John chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. Now, John the Revelator saw Yahushua as he is. Okay, but we are all going to see him as he is in the kingdom. Okay, because he's going to be with us, man. All right, so it's going to be something that we're going to be able to really relate to, because we're going to be glorified just like how he is, man. Okay, so let me see here. Oh, verse 3 says, and every man that hath this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure. Okay, so it says every man that hath this hope in who? Yahushua purifieth himself. Okay, so all of those imperfections that we have is going to be purged out during the process of our walk, man. Okay, ending out with us being translated into the kingdom. Okay, so let's go to that translation in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 42. It says, so also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. It is sown in dishonor, and it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, and it is raised in power. So just like how Yahushua came in the flesh and was crucified and rose on the third day, when he was resurrected, he was what? He was glorified, man. He was raised in power, like it says in the end of verse 43. Okay, it says verse 44. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there's a spiritual body. So when we get delivered, man, our natural body is going to be transformed into a spiritual body. Okay. Verse 45, it says, so it is written, the first Adam was made a living soul, the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Okay. The first Adam being the first Adam being Adam himself. Okay, and then the last Adam being Yahushua, man, the one who is going to be bringing in that spiritual legacy, that kingdom that's going to be eternal, man. Okay, the first man is of the earth, Adam, Adama, which means the ground, is of the earth. The second man is the Lord from heaven, talking about Yahushua. Okay, now let me see here. Verse 51, it says, behold, I show you a mystery. And this is the key point. I'm saying, I'm going to end it off after I get this point. Okay. This is the mystery that a lot of our people, they confuse it with heaven or the rapture. Okay. This is pertaining only to the Israelites that the Lord, redeems, man. Talking about the elect. It says, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Okay, so it's talking about all of the elect are not all going to die. Okay, most of the elect are going to be delivered. They're going to be we're going to be translated. Okay, and during that translation period, okay, which is going to require the chariots of the Lord to beam up the elect. That translation period is going to transform the physical bodies that we have into perfected spiritual eternal bodies. Okay, it says we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Now let's get that word changed in the Greek. All right, that word changed, we shall be changed. It says Strong's G236 alaso. It says to change, to exchange one thing for another. So we're so we not, hey man, the bodies that we have, is going to be transformed. We're not even going to have, it's going to be transformed, man. Ain't going to be no funeral for us. We're going to be changed. Okay. Just like how when you change the chemical makeup of something and you can't change it back. Okay. Hey, that's how we're going to be changed, man. It's going to be permanent. Okay. It says to transform. It's to exchange from one thing from another. So we're exchanging our carnal whack bodies that we have now for the spiritual, man. Okay. It says from Strong's G243 to make different. So let's go back here. 1 Corinthians 15. Okay. Verse 52. It says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound. And it's talking about, the trumpet of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? When the scriptures say, Yahweh shall gonna say what? Come up hither. And get that real quick, and I'll come back to 1 Corinthians. Come up hither. Revelation chapter, chapter 11. I'll just get the quick view. Revelation chapter 11 and 12. It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So this is what we're looking forward to. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Okay, another precept. Okay, so our enemies, self-proclaimed white man, the 2/3, the rest of the heathen nations, all scoffers, demons, people that don't believe, they're gonna be watching. Okay, and that's one of the most hardest things to do is watch somebody else get rewarded while you know that you're not getting shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's going to happen, man. These enemies, our enemies, they're going to behold the glorification of the Lord's chosen. It's going to be a beautiful thing. Now, scrolling down back to verse 51, verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption. See that? This corruptible body, this perishable body, this body that is imperfect must put on incorruption. And this mortal must put on immortality. So this death is going to be, this body that's destined to die is going to be exchanged for a body that's destined to live on forever. Okay? Immortality. It says, so when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, right? Talking about our physical bodies, when we put on that body of perfection, okay, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory, right? Because the wages of sin, which is transgression of the law, is death, but we're not going to be sinning. We're not going to be transgressing. Okay, so that's when the fulfillment of that scripture is going to be brought up, but it's only pertaining to the elect of Israel, man. Okay, like we brought out in Revelation 11 and 12. Only those who were doing the will of the Lord are going to be delivered, man. Because we're going to have enemies, okay, who pretty much are the Lord's enemies. So, hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, B'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and citations to the elect. Shalom.